Hello. Democracy has been considered always a political system, and we say it is, but it's not a political system that only deals with the politics of countries or societies. Democracy is a political system that deals with any group that has to make decisions that deal with the group. Democracy has therefore social aspects that deal with the family, that deal with the society as a group, economic aspects that deal with the materialistic aspects of a society, and political aspects that deal with the traditionally known democracy. We consider, from the Unicist standpoint, from the Unicist point of view, that the unified field of democracy implies integrating both economic democracy with political democracy, considering that the purpose is to achieve a social democracy. Different fields of activity, different roles in societies have different ways of working democratically. Democracy implies achieving consensus, having the necessary efficiency, and paying the necessary prices, meaning paying the necessary trade-off to sustain the consensus. The active function, meaning what drives democracy, is the efficiency. Democracy is sustained by efficiency. That is something that is rarely accepted in politics, but absolutely accepted in societies when you integrate social democracy, economic democracy, and political democracy. There are different ways of developing this democracy. In religious-driven societies, democracy works differently from civilian societies. Military societies work differently than others. And you have to consider that to understand democracy, you need to understand the freedom of societies, the freedom of individuals. Consider that freedom is necessarily driven by the responsibility of accepting that species prevails over individuals. Democracy is a system. It is the most effective system in the world, considering that there are different ways of developing democracies, and all the ways of democracy are valid within the rules of the game. The archetype of a country defines the democracy of the system. The archetype of a country is defined by the collective unconscious and drives the actions of individuals because it is absolutely unconscious. The democracy that is within the rules of the archetype is stable. A democracy that is beyond the rules of the archetype does not exist. It's a fallacious myth installed in a society. We invite you to enter the world of democracies, understanding that there are different levels of democracies. There are authoritarian democracies where the consensus is achieved in an authoritarian way. There are authoritative rule-driven democracies. There are public opinion-driven democracies. There are institutional democracies, and there are participation-driven democracies where the people participate. Depending the place where you work, where you live, what you do, is the type of democracy that is functional to that type. Don't consider that democracy is a universal political solution. Democracy is a universal social solution that includes economic democracy, political democracy, and social democracy that achieves better results the more participative people are. Thank you, and I hope you can profit from this.